Well, happy Friday, everyone. Hope you're doing well. You've enjoyed your week. Had a great St. Patrick's Day. Hope you didn't drink too much green beer, though. Oh, well, if you did, you're probably paying for it today. I thought today we'd look at something kind of interesting and a little humorous, although it wasn't considered so at the time. For a person born in the year 1900, the average life expectancy, now this is worldwide, the average life expectancy was 47 years. Okay? So a little less than that for men, a little more than that for women. I think it was like 46 point something for men and 48 point something for women. So averaged out about 47 years. So you think about that. If you were born in 1900, chances are you would die sometime in the late 1940s or early 1950s. So what are we going to look at? Well, this is a book from a book published in 1938, and it's The Care of the Very Old. So if the average life expectancy in 1900, or for a person born in 1900, which means they would have been 38 years old when this book was published, what would you consider very old? Somebody in their 60s? I don't know, but let's just listen to what they had to say about the care of the very old. I think you'll find it humorous. Although, like I say, when this was published, they were being quite serious. The care of the very old. To many people it comes that they have the care of the aged relatives, and this chapter is designed to help such in making old people happy and comfortable and well. Food. Old age needs less food than do working years, and such food should be light and simple. Many old people do not masticate well, either because of defective teeth or because the shrinkage of their gums has made their false teeth less easy to use. Appetite and digestion are often quite good, yet elimination is beginning to be taxed. Arteries are getting hard, and the kidneys are showing signs of wear. Meat, therefore, should be cut down to a minimum. Fish, egg dishes, milky foods, stewed fruit, bread and butter, and soft cheese are more suitable foods. And seasoned foods should be avoided. Meals must be regular. The fires of life are burning low, and the fuel must be supplied at proper times. The last meal before going to bed must be a light one. One of the many milk foods would be suitable. Benger, Ellenberry, Ferrex, or others. Rest. Old people are inordinately active. Too much so, we would say. They work about in their quiet way, getting tired and overlooking the passage of time. They may well have their breakfast in bed and take 40 winks after the midday meal. If they resent the idea of going to bed early, they may nod in their armchairs in the evening, and this they will do. Exertion. In old age, muscles and blood vessels alike have lost much of their elasticity and do not answer well to the strain of exertion. Old people should not hurry. Their exercise and work should be gentle and leisurely. Bones in old age are brittle. A fall or even a sudden and violent muscular effort may result in a broken limb. Temperament. Old people are apt to be crotchety and to resent interference. They have a lifetime's experience behind them and deserve respect for that. Yet their judgment and their knowledge may not be up to date, and tact is needed in dealing with them in their opinions and views, their likes and dislikes. It is a wise son or daughter who has the understanding mind and the firm but lovable way. Warmth. Their circulation being less active than formerly, old people feel the cold. They like plenty of clothes. They like the windows shut. They feel draughts and blame them for coughs and twinges of rheumatism. Within moderate limits, their whims must be respected. The fires of life are low. Body warmth is not so easily produced, and extra clothing is required. But the endless wrappings that we sometimes see are bad. They prevent the access of air to the skin and promote an unwholesome state of perspiration. Good woolen underwear is a necessity, and an overcoat for out of doors, and old people should avoid great changes in temperature without due preparation. Cleanliness. Cleanliness of the skin is important, and yet the aged person may not be able to take a bath in the ordinary way. Immersion in hot water is relaxing to a feeble circulation. Baths are slippery, and there is the difficulty of getting in and out of them. A fall may mean a broken bone. In the old and feeble, a washdown or a limb-by-limb wash in bed, the blanket bath, may be used, not less than once a week. Care must be taken over the trimming of toenails. Long and pointed nails may lead to an accidental scratch in bed, and the resulting sore will be slow to heal. On the other hand, nails in old age become thick and brittle, and are not easy to cut. The sense of feeling being less acute, it may happen that a tear is made unnoticed at the side of the nail, and this again may lead to a very sore toe. Care of the skin. The skin in old age loses its elasticity and becomes wrinkled. It is especially liable to eczema, and its circulation being less efficient than in younger days, its vitality is lowered. Be very careful with old folk who have to lie in bed. They are very prone to pressure sores, and ulcers quickly form over bony places, such as the heels, the hips, the back, and the shoulder blades. Such ulcers are very slow to heal. In caring for bedridden old people over any bony points, the skin should be wiped daily with methylated spirit, and then dusted freely with an antiseptic dusting powder. All wrinkles and lumps in bedding and sheets must be smoothed out. When the skin is broken, a zinc ointment may be used, or a paste of zinc oxide and castor oil. And in the case of bedridden old people, it is well to have an air-cushioned or water bed to equalize the pressure on the skin. Care of the bowels. Aged people are often constipated, and if it has become a long-established habit, it is not very likely that the regular daily evacuation will ever be established again. But the clearance of the lower bowel should be effected at a regular interval, every 2 to 3 days at least, and with this object in view, an apparent may be given. In illness, the lungs in old age easily become waterlogged, or in more scientific language, they are liable to hypostatic congestion, for the circulation is less vigorous, and there is a tendency for the blood to flow sluggishly, or even to stagnate in the lower portions of the lungs. For this reason, the aged patient should be propped up with pillows and not allowed to lie flat. There is a certain apathy in the illness of old age. Pain does not appear to be felt so keenly as in younger life, and so complaints of pain should not be treated lightly, but a cause sought. Many old people have a winter cough due to chronic bronchitis. A simple cough linctus is useful for this, and the advantages of fresh air must not be forgotten. Breathing being impaired, the intake of oxygen is lessened, and this must be corrected by a constant supply of fresh air. Windows should be widely opened, and any feeling of drafts must be met with the proper use of screens and the proper placing of the bed. So there you go. Now you know how to take care of your 50-plus-year-old elderly person. Pretty amazing, huh? I'm 67 years old, and so far, praise the good Lord, I can't say I've experienced any of those things that they say are apt to happen to the elderly. I guess my day may be coming, but by the grace of God, so far I'm doing pretty good. Hope you've enjoyed that little jaunt into history. Like I say, the average life expectancy of somebody born in 1900 was 47 years. So when this book was published, a person born in 1900 would have been 38. I'm not quite sure if the average life expectancy was 47, what they considered elderly. But there you have it. Alrighty. After that serious discussion of how to take care of the elderly, you probably want a groaner. Did I hear yes? Yes, you want a groaner? Oh, okay, yeah. All right, well, these two avid outdoorsmen, both hunters and fishermen, heard about a new restaurant in a neighboring town and decided to check it out, but neither could go at the same time, so they each went on their own. And this new restaurant was known for serving exotic foods. Well, a while later, the two met up and were discussing their adventure, so to speak. And the first one said, yeah, I went there last week, and he says, I tried their rattlesnake steaks. They were really, really good. I enjoyed them. How about you? Well, the other fellow says, well, I'm glad you enjoyed yourself. I had the partridge, and I thought it tasted grouse. That's bad. That's really bad. Anyway, for all you old-timers out there who are like me, well past your 47 expected years, well, I wasn't born in 1900 though, was I? No. Anyway, I hope you enjoy your weekend. Watch out for those joints and make sure you get lots of fresh air. Keep warm, and we'll see you on Tuesday for Tuesdays with the Pilgrim. Until then, take care, stay safe, and God bless.